Hey everybody, Lauren Good with The Verge, and today we're taking a look at two new Fitbits. The new Fitbits are not entirely a surprise. It had been reported before that Fitbit might be coming out with some new stuff, and on a recent earnings call, the CEO even said we're going to have more products before the end of the year. Let's start with the new Fitbit Flex 2. This is the follow-up to the Fitbit Flex, which came out in 2013. This is really your basic activity tracker. It tracks your steps, your calories burned, your distance traveled, and your sleep. It does not have a display, so you're getting some indicator lights here. They'll tell you when you've reached activity goals or when you have a text message or a call coming through, but it's not like you're gonna be able to cycle through your data. You're gonna have to sync it with the Fitbit app on iPhone or Android in order to see all of that information. There are no optical heart rate sensors, so this isn't going to track your heart rate. One notable thing about the Fitbit Flex 2 is that it is quote-unquote swim-proof, Fitbit says. Doesn't mean it's necessarily going to track your swim activity, but it means that you can go swimming with it, or you can just shower with it. It has Smart Track, which is Fitbit's automatic exercise tracking feature, and it has a battery life expectation of around 5 days, which is pretty much on par with what other Fitbits are these days. Another thing worth noting about the Fitbit Flex 2 is that you can pop it out and put it in one of these bangles. Fitbit is selling 3 of these as an accessory. So that's a nice option if you're looking for maybe a different design aesthetic from some other Fitbits. I will say in general, Fitbits have gotten a little bit better looking between something like the Fitbit Alta, which came out earlier this year, and now the Fitbit Flex 2 and accessories like these. And this is the new Fitbit Charge 2. I think this is the one that people are going to be most interested in. And I say that because the Fitbit Charge HR, which is the predecessor to this, is actually the best-selling Fitbit of all time. So what's new with the Fitbit Charge 2? The first thing you're going to notice is the display. It is 4 times bigger than the little strip display that was on the Fitbit Charge HR. It's not a touchscreen, but this does mean that you can go a little bit deeper into menu options directly on the band itself. So you use this physical button here to cycle through some of those options, and then let's say you want to do different exercises, you tap on it. In addition to the different look, it also does things differently. So now the Fitbit Charge 2 has connected GPS. The Charge HR did not have any option for GPS. This one still doesn't have built-in GPS, but if it's connected to your phone over Bluetooth and you take your phone with you on a run or on a bike ride, you can use GPS while you're working out. Fitbit's also doing something called cardio fitness level. You know, to be clear, this is not VO2 max, but it's something that's supposed to be similar to estimated VO2 max. And they're coming up with basically a score for your cardio level. Of course, we haven't had the chance to test this ourselves yet to see how well it works or how accurate it is. In addition to all that stuff, I mean, the Charge 2 is going to do the things you would expect a Fitbit to do. It tracks how many steps you've taken throughout the day, your heart rate, distance traveled, calories burned, it tracks your sleep, and then there are a bunch of workout options in it as well. I have to say, with the addition of connected GPS, this is a pretty appealing mid-range Fitbit. So that's a quick look at the new Fitbit Flex 2 and the Fitbit Charge 2. They're the same price as their predecessors. So the Fitbit Flex 2 is $99, the Fitbit Charge 2 is $149. They go on sale today, August 29th, but they're shipping at different times. The Flex 2 will become available in early October, while the Fitbit Charge 2 will ship in mid-September. There are a lot of Fitbits out there now. If you're confused, I don't blame you. Fortunately, we'll have reviews up sometime soon, and we'll tell you how well they work and hopefully help you figure out which Fitbit is right for you, if any at all. Hey, what Fitbit are you thinking of getting? I don't really know. There are so many now. I know. I can't possibly keep track. I was thinking about the Blaze. No, that thing's ugly. Well, what about the Alta? I like that, but what about the, I don't know. There's so many. Zip, One, Force. Force doesn't exist anymore. I don't use that.
I think you've done one too many verses.
I know.